guys, today I'm getting started with putting our dinner in the crock pot. I'm making Park City stew, and since this is not my recipe, I will be just linking the recipe down below in the description box. It's from Tasty Kitchen, a happy cooking community, and Buzzy Me is who put it on that website. But I do add two things to it that are not on the recipe. I add onions and Worcestershire sauce because we felt it needed it. But I'm going to tell you what's in it, but I'm not going to tell you the exact ingredients, like the, you know, amount, because it's not my recipe. So need stew meat, which what we do is we buy roast and cut it up ourselves. Potatoes, we most of the time use russets, but today we're using red potatoes because we have them. Carrots, celery, cream of celery soup, cream of chicken soup. And you're supposed to have tomato sauce, but I had this can of tomato soup that needs to be eaten, so I'm going to try that today. I've never done that before, but I think it'll be alright. And then you need a packet of Lipton onion soup mix and 2 bay leaves. And like I said, I add onion and Worcestershire. So I'm going to flip the camera around and get it down here to where y'all can see it. Jeff has already put the meat into the bottom of the crock pot, slow cooker, whatever you want to call it. This is just a layering recipe. You start with your meat, then you put your potatoes, your carrots, your onions, and you just keep going and you layer it all. Which the soups and stuff, you're supposed to mix it together in a bowl, which I'll do that. But you mix that together before you pour that mixture over the top. And that mixture looks pretty gross. And I do sometimes just go ahead and put my bay leaves under that mixture, even though it says to put them on top. I do it under it. I don't know why. But anyway, let me get this around here and then I'll talk to y'all a little bit more. Okay, so like I said, Jeff's already put the meat in there. So now I'm going to go ahead and just cut up the potatoes and put them on top of the meat. These potatoes are red potatoes. I think I said that already. I don't even know. Jeffrey, did I say that already? He's not listening to me. He doesn't know either. Anyway, since they're red potatoes, I'm not going to peel them. I'm just going to stick them in there all over the top of the meat. And then I will peel the carrots and put those in. I don't like that ugly spot. Ew, boy, nobody wants to eat that. I started making this several years ago. Probably about... How many years ago did I start making Park City stew? Was it been 4 years? 3 or 4? I don't know. But anyway, I started making it because we just like to try new things. And I'm always finding different recipes online and stuff like that. So we did that. Noah loves stews, so that was good that he liked it. I also have my crock pot on too. I didn't tell y'all that. It's on high. And I'm going to cook it. It says to cook it for how many hours? 6 hours? Yeah, 6 hours. So, I've also found that sometimes it gets done faster than 6 hours though. It's really whenever your potatoes get done, because your potatoes seem to take longer than your meat does. But I thought it said 6 to 8. It does say 6 to 8 on low. I do it on high. No wonder it takes less time, because I do it on high. Which also, this crock pot seems to cook faster. This crock pot is probably, how old is it, Jeff? You think? It was whenever it first came out, the Hamilton Beach Stay or Go crock pot. You can't find this kind anymore, not this one. I got it and I've had it ever since. It's one that I don't want to get rid of. Even though I have an Instant Pot that I can slow cook with, I don't want to get rid of this. Maybe I should have used regular potatoes and peeled them. These have lots of bad spots, it seems, on the edge. Well, not lots, but some. Anyway. I have used baby carrots, but this kind tastes better. But whenever I get the baby carrots on sale, I will buy them. And I do have some of these that are already in the freezer, but I decided to use the fresh ones. And these were scrubbed, and you really don't have to peel them, but I just do. And if I miss any spots, I don't worry about it. I just go on about it like that and just peel them up. So this is the day after Mr. Tom announced my channel, and I got a bit overwhelmed last night because so many people came from his channel, and I'm very grateful for that. But I have never seen my channel grow like it has, which I've been watching him. How many years have I watched Mr. Tom? 2 or 3, Jeff? Hello? You don't really know? He watches him with me sometimes whenever he's home. But I talk about him a lot too, though. I tell him about stuff that he said or what's going on in his garden or something. But anyways, I got a little bit overwhelmed, and then this morning when I got up, there was even more people who would come over. So I kind of thought about doing a little bit of an introduction of myself, but I don't know really. I'm never good at those things, like introducing yourself on the channel. I know a lot of people do it, and they do it very often, but I don't know, I don't do it very well. So I guess you'll have to figure out who I am as it goes. Jeffrey, do you want to take this stuff to the chickens? Well, I'm not quite done though. I gotta get the ends off. Like I said, I don't worry about trying to get every little bit off these. I'm just gonna get as much as I can. I guess I can tell y'all what I do on my channel. I do daily vlogs. I didn't always do daily vlogs. I used to do videos that were about specific things, and every once in a while I would do a vlog. But I always wanted to do daily vlogs, and last year in August, whenever our daughter left, I took a break from YouTube. And when I came back, I just started doing daily vlogs because it gave me something to do. And I don't know, it was what I always wanted to do anyway, so I figured I'd go ahead and do it. So I started doing daily vlogs, and I do cooking and cleaning and decluttering. I will be doing garden stuff later, or we will. Jeff sometimes does like building things and stuff like that. Like whenever he built our table, I put that on there. And we've put whenever we whenever we built the chicken coop? Yeah, we did. That was years ago though. We put like not construction, but home improvement things, I guess you could say. We've done that. I do planner videos, but they are not in my daily vlogs. They're a separate thing on the weekends, in the mornings. And I also do 2 Bible studies a week. Those are lives. The vlogs come out, I try to make sure they're always out by 6 p.m. Central. And the planner videos are 6 a.m. Central. And then the Tuesday Bible study is at 2 o'clock. And the Thursday Bible study is at 2:30. And it's all Central. So this is a little bit of onion I had left over in the refrigerator. So I'm going to put that in. So I don't have to chop that up. And I usually would use a bigger onion, but since I had that in the refrigerator, I'm using this smaller one. I don't have any specific way that I chop the onion either. That's already chopped up, like smaller. But I'll probably just cut this into whatever it turns out to be. Jeff, what else about our channel is there? I don't know what else there is. I've done a few challenges. Back in October, I did a cleaning challenge. And every day I had a different thing that I had to do in my house. I've done low spin challenges. I've done like the eat at home challenge. This is the first time I've ever done it. Was starting in January. I'm going to keep doing it. I don't know how long we're going to do it, but not eating out at a restaurant or anything. Which, if we went anywhere like for multiple days or anything like that, we wouldn't be able to eat at home. So that would be a thing, unless we went camping or something, which is what we like to do, is camping. And if we went camping, it'd still be considered eat at home, because I'd be bringing food from home. I'm not going to leave a campground to go to a restaurant. That's just crazy to me. I know some people do it, but I would rather cook over at a grill or an open fire or something like that, instead of going somewhere. Alright, so that's all of that part. The onions. And now the celery. And it does have a lot of celery in it, but this is what I took out of the freezer. And so this is what I'm using. Now, whenever you take it out of the freezer, that one's smaller, it's not hard to cut at all. I have cut it straight out of the freezer. This is not very long been out. But you do have to be careful, because it is more slippery whenever it's just out. Y'all can see this pot is getting really full. I don't know what else there is to tell. Jeffrey, do you know? He is not paying attention. He does stuff with me on my channel whenever he's home at times. He works a lot, so he can't do things. Noah is rarely ever seen. And whenever our daughter was here, she was rarely ever seen. And we have, let's see what else. We got 4 dogs, a crazy cat who is very demanding. We got 10 chickens. Is it 10 chickens? How many rabbits do we have? 5? 5 rabbits. We don't have, we used to have quail, but we didn't have an incubator, so we decided, instead of trying to keep up with the quail until we get out of the city, we're just not going to worry about that. Alright, I'm going to move this stuff so that I can get a bowl over here to start mixing the other stuff together. Okay, so I'm going to start with the soups. Oh, actually, no, I'm not. I'm going to go ahead and put a couple of bay leaves on here. It calls for 2. So, yeah, I did tell you the exact amount of one of the ingredients. But bay leaves are always different sizes anyway. I have a crazy obsession with silicone devices to be using in the kitchen because they help you get all the things out of your cans. And you don't waste anything. It's not really an obsession. I just like them because they're a good tool. So I have lots of different sizes of them. This is cream of celery. I do shopping hauls on here too, but I won't be doing that this month. Unless y'all want to see whenever we buy milk. And I have already decided that I'm going to make Jeff or Noah go get the milk. So I'm not tempted by any sales. And I did on one of my videos recently tell how that I'm planning on doing the keeping myself from being tempted to buy things in the store. I'm just not going to go to any stores that have food in them. Is that the way I need to do it, Jeffrey? What? Well, we'll have to have milk. The can of soup that I had open, it didn't look right. So, and it was expired or past the best by date by a couple of years. And you always use your nose and your eyes and all that stuff to make sure things are alright. Well, it didn't look right, so we chose not to use it. I have put cream of celery and cream of mushroom in here, and I got another can of tomato soup that actually looks right, smells right, and all that stuff. And it is out of date by about 6 months, but that's okay. It looks fine and everything. I know that I had said something about silicone spatulas and things. I like silicone utensils in my kitchen because they don't make horrible noises against cans and stuff like that, and I have an issue with noises that are like really loud and grating. But that, and also silicone things they help you get all the stuff out of your cans and all, so that's why I like them. Alright, this is the Lipton soup. Dump the whole thing in there. I use this stuff all the time. I love it with all kind of things. I make like copycat crystal burgers and things with it. And then the Worcestershire sauce, I don't know how much, just as much as you want. And I want about that much. There was a point in time whenever Jeff and I were first married that he had wanted to get Worcestershire sauce, and I don't know why I have this spoon because I didn't even use it. Well, I used it in that, but I don't need it now. But anyway, he wanted it, and I grew up not knowing about sauces and seasonings and all that stuff. We had very few things that we had at our house that had to do with flavors that are other than chili powder, salt, pepper, and taco seasoning. That's the only seasonings I remember us having. So whenever he wanted it, I would try to use it, but I didn't ever really, I mean, I liked it with some things, but I didn't really like it a lot. So we quit buying it for a very long time, and then some reason I'm obsessed with it now. What all do I put Worcestershire sauce in, Jeff?
Everything.
No, not everything. Beef foods, stuff with beef. Not everything though. Alright, so you just put the sauce, or sauce, the soup mix on top of everything else, and I like to kind of spread it around and let it start cooking. And then in a couple hours, I'll come over here and I'll stir it together, and then I will let it cook for another little while, and I'll stir it again. Because even though you're supposed to just set it and forget it with a crock pot, and you could just let it sit here and not do anything else to it. I can't do that with my food. I still have to check on it. Even things in the oven, I turn on that light and I look inside to make sure everything's cooking right. So, supper is cooking, and we'll be ready to eat later, like when it's ready, or when we're ready, it's ready. So now I don't know what I'm doing, because today is actually Thursday, the day I'm filming this, which means it's Bible study day. So most likely for the next couple of hours until Bible study time, I'm going to be studying a little bit more, because I always do that. So I will be back sharing with y'all whatever it is that I'm sharing whenever that's over. And I will show y'all what that looks like as well whenever I stir it the first time. If I remember to do that, I will do that. Okay, so it's been a little while, and I want to stir this up because you see what's happening on the edges. It's getting a lot more cooked over there, but I want to move that around a little bit. I really should have sprayed my crock pot, but I forgot. Complete honesty, I forgot. And that's okay, because I'll clean it. It's not a big deal. But anyway, I'm going to stir this around now, and I wanted y'all to see what it looked like once you stirred it up. You see that all those vegetables release liquids, and the soup mixes get like just in there really good. You can see how good that beef is cooking. And like I said, the last thing that will get done in this will be the potatoes. Well, the potatoes and carrots. But there's still a lot of time left that it's got to cook. But I just wanted to show y'all this. It smells so good in this house. So delicious. And that's what it looks like right this minute. I'm gonna get that bay leaf down in there because it needs to give it all the good flavors. And of course you take the bay leaves out before you eat it. But now I'm going to squish everything back into the liquid as much as I can, and put the lid back on and let it keep going for a few more hours. Well, till it's done. See, that stuff's coming off the edges now. And all that brown bits, it's just flavor. It's just yummy flavor. It's not burnt. It's not anything like that. It's just flavor. Man, it smells good. I'm glad I chose to do this today, because we made the menu plan for the whole month over a week ago. We made it, and I'm glad we chose this. And usually I stick by my menu plan pretty close, or at least whatever is that week. So it is a good day for it, because today is getting colder and it's raining outside, so it's the perfect day for this.
for a calling, felt lonely in a crowd. I was searching for the answers, too blind to see the signs. He was always by my side. He shed his light and picked me up. I'm safe in his arms. I found my bliss in the greatest love there is. The greatest love there is. I saw a ray of hope, and he led me out the dark. God's forever faithful, he'll always lift you up. I was looking for the answers, too blind to see the signs. He was with me all this time. No, he never left my side. He shed his light and picked me up. I'm safe in his arms. I found my bliss in the greatest love there is. The greatest love there is. The greatest love. The greatest love there is. Greatest love. The greatest love there is. The greatest love. He shed his light and picked me up. I'm safe in his arms. I found my bliss in the greatest love there is. The greatest love there is. The greatest love. The greatest love there is. The greatest love. I found my bliss in the greatest love there is.
Okay, as you can see, or as you have seen, or whatever, I have put a load of clothes in the washer. I have emptied and reloaded the dishwasher, and I also hand washed everything that was dirty. I mean, you can see that there's not stuff everywhere now. But my battery died, so I didn't worry about changing it out and then hand washing and showing y'all, because I was in a groove. I wanted to get it done, so I just hand washed. Wasn't that much anyway. But I'm going to show you the Park City stew, and right now I have a cast iron skillet in the oven heating up because I'm making some cornbread. And let me get y'all turned around. I'm going to show you what this looks like now. It is done. Here, let me turn this way. This is better. This is done. I do need to take the bay leaves out, or just let people fish them out by themselves. No, I'm gonna take them out. I'll take them out. This smells delicious. There's one right there. Look at that. Get those out. Come out. But anyway, I'm gonna put together a quick cornbread. But I took one of the cups of cornbread that I had, not cornbread, buttermilk that I had in the freezer out. I had frozen it like this, and I put it in a freezer bag. That's just a sandwich bag. But I'm gonna take it and thaw it so that I can use it. But where is that other one of those things? This does look very gray. This does. But let me tell you, this is such a good stew. It is so good. I don't know where the other bay leaf is. We'll find it though. You don't want to eat a bay leaf, so you want to pick it out if you can find it. If you can't find it, the person who finds it in their bowl will know not to eat it in this house, because I've taught them not to. But I can't find it. Alright, I'll find it off camera, but let me get my buttermilk thawed out. I wish I would have thought about it before, but I wasn't planning on making cornbread, but we decided we wanted it. Some of the potato peelings they have come off the potatoes, so they're tricking me into thinking they're the bay leaf. But anyway, I'll be back. Okay, so I'm gonna mix up a quick cornbread, and I'm gonna use a cup of cornmeal mix. You could use cornmeal and add other things to it and add extra flour, but I'm just using it like this. And then a half a cup of self-rising flour. And then I'm going to put in 1 egg. I always crack my eggs in something else because I don't ever know if it's good or bad. I just want to make sure because I don't trust them. I have never put a bad egg into a dish, but I have smelled a bad egg. The oven's preheated. I'm going to have to push these back down. The flour always is easier than the other. A little bit of salt. Not a lot, but some. A little pepper. And y'all know we love pepper, so maybe more than what she would add. Probably, I don't know. How much cornmeal? I think I only put a cup, didn't I? I should have put a cup and a half of cornmeal mix. Probably 1/4 cup of oil. Let me get some more cornmeal mix because I didn't put enough. I don't know what I was thinking. It's 2 total of the dry. Alright, I'm going to leave that in there because I'm going to use it to stir it. Put those back. And then my buttermilk is mostly thawed. It's a good way to save buttermilk if you get it on sale and you don't use a lot of it. Like this, I got on sale. And I don't use it a lot, but doing this I can have it for later. And you can let it thaw in your refrigerator or something like that. It's fine to do it that way too. It's actually better to do it that way, but like I said, I wasn't planning on making this. And I'm probably going to have to add some regular milk to this, because I usually use like 1.5 cups or so of regular milk. Well, I don't know. It doesn't look like I'm going to have to. No, I shouldn't. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. No, I don't. A cup is going to be plenty. Alright. And I know that's not completely mixed in, but I'll get it mixed in. That buttermilk. It's still a little bit frozen, but that's fine. It doesn't hurt anything. It's gonna definitely thaw in that pot or in the pan. All right, let me move y'all over there. Okay, I've got my iron skillet here, and that wonderful Aldi popping butter. I don't know why it does that. Never had butter do that before. But anyway, we're just gonna let it pop under this. And we're gonna go ahead and put it in there. Let me get not what I wanted. That's what I was about to get. Get this to get all that off of there. But I put about 1/4 of a stick of butter in there. I think I put too much. It looks like. I don't know. This butter, I've never had butter pop like this does. And it's supposed to be whole, like real butter from Aldi. But it seems like it's got water in it or something. Something's going on with it. If y'all bought butter from Aldi, let me know. Does it pop like that? Because it does for me. Alright. It's probably not going to be beautiful because that butter got so browned. We're going to stick it back in the oven for probably, I don't, look at my oven, my stove top all messed up. For probably 20 to 30 minutes. I'm not sure. We'll see. Hopefully that won't make it ugly. If it does, it's okay. We don't care. It will still taste delicious. Now I got to clean up all this butter off of here. But I can't do it until it's cooled off because it's too hot. That's a shame. I can't spray it, but I can get a dry microfiber and go on it. I don't like that butter to sit there because it'll get stuck on this top. Y'all, if y'all have never had one of these kind of stoves, you might not want one. They are a lot more maintenance, but I do like it. But yeah, a lot more maintenance. I'll have to clean it good after it's cleaned, after it's, what do you call it? Cooled off. Because it does get hot from the oven. Alright, I'll be back whenever the cornbread's done. I'm going to show you all that. Ooh, what's happening with your hair, girl? Whenever the cornbread's done, I'm going to show you that. And you've already seen this soup. It smells so good. And then I'll tell y'all bye. Unless the clothes get finished and I fold those. I may wait till tomorrow to do that though. It's getting stormy outside. So, I may just wait till tomorrow for the clothes. Because it's going to be a while. And this is going to be probably done before they are. So, I will see you whenever cornbread's done. Okay, so I got a plate out because I'm about to take the cornbread out of the oven. I don't let it get too brown on the top because it's going to be brown on the bottom. And I don't want it to go too far. Anyway, I'm going to flip it out onto the plate. So I'm going to turn the camera around. Alright, that's what it looks like. I know it doesn't look beautiful, but we're not worried about that. That's what it looks like right now. I don't want to hold that cast iron for too long. Well, can I get it on there? I don't want to just drop it. Because that could be a mess. Oh no, it broke a little. It'll be alright though. See, if I would have let it go any further, that would have got too brown. But as it is right now, it's just fine. There's a little pieces there that broke. We'll stick them back. They'll never know. Alright, that's good enough. I'm not going to worry about it. But, that's my cornbread. And it smells delicious. I remember Jeff's aunt taught me to heat up my cast iron skillet before I put it in there. And it makes a brown, pretty crust on the outside of your cornbread every time. And it just, you can smell the buttermilk. It just smells so good. Anyway, I'm not going to do a taste test because I know it tastes delicious. It's not something new to us, so I'm not going to be tasting it on camera. But I am going to tell you guys goodbye. Thank you guys for hanging out with me today. I do hope you enjoyed it. This is a favorite meal, one of our favorites. And like I said, today was a perfect day. It is rainy, nasty outside. It's getting colder again. So stew was a perfect thing, and I didn't even know it because we planned like a week or so ago And cleanup won't be that bad either because I just have a few things to wash. Jeff's calling. I'll be right back. Okay, so he calls at his lunchtime to check on us, so. Or me, or whatever. Anyways, to check in at home. So anyways, I was saying I will see you guys again tomorrow. I hope that you enjoyed this. If you did, go ahead and do all the YouTube things. If you didn't, do them anyway, because you might like something I do later, because I do all sorts of things on this channel. I don't even ever know what I'm gonna do. I mean, I kind of know sometimes, but not all the time. But anyway, most importantly, leave me a comment down below. Let me know how you're doing, because I really do want to know. And remember, don't take any wooden nickels, and be sweet.